Good afternoon, Sava here, Football Heritage TV. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully you enjoyed today's video. In this video, we are going to be speaking about Harry Kane. He's apparently, according to all the media publications out there, got three different options on the table. Option one is he is trying to buy himself free. We'll get into that in a minute. Option two is that he will only leave Spurs if it is before the first game of the season against Brentford. Apparently, that's the ultimatum that he has given. Option three, people are saying he's going to stay and he's going to sign a new contract, depending on how Postecoglou does. We're also going to talk about Ndombele leaving. A number of publications, including the Daily Mirror, are running with this, that Galatasaray want Ndombele and that Daniel Levy is willing to let him leave for 11 million. Really? Daniel Levy? Ashley Phillips, it finally looks like that deal is on, but there's a little bit of a twist. Levy again has been levying people. And are the rumours true? Is Gift Orban coming to Tottenham? Is it dependent on Kane leaving? Let's get into all those things in 10 seconds. Yes, good afternoon. Sava here from Football Heritage TV. Let's start with all the news surrounding Harry Kane. It won't go away, people. It won't go away. So, apparently, Kane has said three different things. This is what I love. Apparently, Kane has said three different things to all of these different reporters. There's too many to name who has said this. You look around, Google Harry Kane, Google Kane transfer news, Kane contract, Kane buying, Kane Spurs. You will see all of the different outlets that have said. There's loads of them. The first one is this. It was reported, obviously, after Bayern Munich had their £82 million bid rejected, which is just under 100 million euros. It was reported that the communication channels have been left open between Daniel Levy and the Bayern Munich officials. And it was reported at that time that they would come back in with more money. Then Kaveh Solokol of Sky said yesterday live on the transfer show that Harry Kane has said that he will only leave if this is all wrapped up before the Brentford game, which is, of course, in 10 or 11 days. Why? Why all of a sudden has this got to be finished in that time? Why is it not able to go past that? Just food for thought. I don't know. We don't know this has been said, but this is what's being reported, and this is the world we live in. The second option is, and I'm going to read this to you, is a number of publications are saying that Harry Kane is willing to buy himself free. Buy himself free. Now, what does this mean? Though this means that a 30-year-old will give up a big part of his salary, worth around 20 million per season. Doing so would go a long way to helping Bayern agree a fee with Spurs, though it would hardly be beneficial to his bank account. However, Bayern are optimistic this tactic would work, as they can make this up with bonuses and add-ons. Now, what do we believe of that? Has Kane ever shown that level of ambition, that level of fight to leave the club? We know he wanted to leave to go to Man City. We know that, right? We know he wanted to leave to go to Man City. But did he put in a transfer request? Did he fight? Did he kick? Did he scream? He didn't, did he? So, again, who to believe? The other one is that he is going to sign a new contract. So, all of that, he wants to go. He's going to tear up a contract. He's going to let go of all this salary. He's going to sign a new contract. The caveat to this is he wants to see how Postecoglou's team do in the first few months of the season, and that he wants to see how Tottenham Hotspur act in the transfer market. I find this whole thing laughable. He's seeing how we're acting in the transfer market. He's seen how we've acted for the last decade in the transfer market. He's 30 years of age. If you take your Spurs hat off, any 30-year-old player at a club like Spurs, that good, you're saying, aren't you? Go and win things. Put your Spurs hat back on. Sign the contract, Harry. Keep scoring goals for us. Break that goal-scoring record. This is an interesting one. And this is going to keep playing time and time again. Harry Kane, surely this has got to be sorted in some sort of way in the next week or so. Surely, because at the moment, this has got Bale and Berbatov vibes all over it. Moving on. Lots of reports today, more so from the Daily Mirror than anyone else. But there are other publications running with this story that Tungai Ndombele is wanted again by Galatasaray and that Tottenham are willing to listen to an £11 million offer for the ex-French international player. Now, I fully believe that this guy should leave. I fully believe that there isn't room for him and Lo Celso and Maddison and Basuma and Bentancur and Sarr. I don't believe there's that room for him. I don't believe he's done anything to justify staying. I think he's been one of the biggest transfer flops in the history of the Premier League and definitely one of the top 2 or 3 transfer flops in the history of Tottenham Hotspur. For me, he should go. But put my feelings aside, is Daniel Levy going to accept £11 million for a player that was signed for anywhere between 55 and 65, depending on what report you believe and add-ons, etc.? Does that sound like Daniel Levy's MO? I'm not sure it does. But there is this way of looking at it. If he stays, he's going to be paid 20 million in the next 2 years in wages. If he goes, you save on that 20 million and you can put it somewhere else and you get £11 million. So you could argue there's a 30 million swing. Now, obviously, that all depends on how you look at it. You've got to spend the money elsewhere. But for me, I would be taking that deal. I would be getting rid of Ndombele at all costs. I am so bored. I don't know about anyone else of hearing that this guy is super talented. And this manager will be the latest manager to get the best out of him. He's been an overwhelming flop. Overwhelmingly has this man flopped. However, will Daniel Levy let him leave for 11 million? Moving on, Ashley Phillips. Ashley Phillips of Blackburn. You remember? Here we go. The deal was done. Then the next morning it wasn't. Apparently, Blackburn changed their mind and wanted more money. Now, the reports are that this deal will be wrapped up by the end of this week because there's a clause in Ashley Phillips' contract which sets the fee to 2 million. I don't know the ins and outs of it. I haven't seen Ashley Phillips' contract. I'm sure many of you haven't. But Daniel Levy, biding his time, getting his man a lot cheaper than he wanted. Sounds about right, doesn't it? Now, I've seen footage of Ashley Phillips in the last couple of weeks since all this news broke. He looks to be a very good prospect. He looks like, and again, looks, because I can't say I've seen loads and loads of games of him playing, but he looks like he's got everything a centre-back needs to succeed. He's tall, he's strong, he's good in the air, he's good on the ball, he's good in the tackle, and has great anticipation and reading of the game. Now, we've seen that before with many players, whether that be a centre-half, centre-mid, forward, people who have got all the attributes. And fans say, oh my God, they're the next Rio Ferdinand, the next this, the next Gaza, the next... I don't put that pressure on people. He looks like he's got it all to succeed. A lot of it is down to the coaching. A lot of it is down to the player himself. Does he really want to kick on and become a top player? So it's going to be really interesting to see how this one pans out with Ashley Phillips. Looks like he's coming to Tottenham Hotspur. What would you do? For me, if we don't buy any other centre-halves, I'd have him in next to Romero. I really would. I don't want to see Davis, Dyer, Sanchez, Rodon, Tanganga. I don't want to see them. We'll see. Let me know your thoughts on Ashley Phillips. The last one. Not going to go into this too deep because I've got a show at 4 o'clock today and we'll be talking about this and all these players in more detail then. Gift Orban, the young Nigerian striker playing out of Belgium for Genk. He has been rumoured to be coming to Tottenham Hotspur. Now, we have been rumoured of signing 300 players this window. But he's a wonder kid. He's generational. That's what the fans will tell you. I haven't seen him play. I'm going to go and do some research between now and the show at 4 o'clock, see what I can find out about him. Lots of people tell me that he's quick, powerful. His goal scoring record is brilliant. Again, a bit like Ashley Phillips, one of those players where it's all about their will to learn. You have to manage the young players. Can't just chuck them in and go, right, go on, score 30 goals a season. But there's something quite exciting about younger players as well. So what will happen on that front? We will find out very, very soon. Have you seen Gift Orban play? What do you know about Gift Orban? We'll talk about this more at 4 o'clock. Lastly, Fabrizio Romano, love him, hate him, feeling different towards him, came out yesterday and said, Van der Ven and Tapsoba, the deals aren't dead yet. Spurs need to make a decision and that they are going to back Ange. And he finished it off by saying this. He said to the Spurs fans, strap in. August is going to be a busy month. You know what? I really hope this is one of those times that he's correct. We really need a busy month. We need lots of incomings. We need lots of outgoings. And we need to start doing it soon. Everybody, smash the like button. Smash the subscribe button. I'll see you at 4 o'clock. Much love. Thank you very much. And as always, take care.